Hi everyone, this is Maha Biltegi and I'm here joined by my colleague Mirna Al-Awad from Hekyat.
Hi everyone! Hi Maha, how are you?
I'm all good, thank you for asking. So Mirna, tell me, nowadays, when you want to go somewhere for entertainment, where do you usually go?
I really don't know because every time I think of somewhere to go, I just end up having a hard time figuring out a place. I really wished we had Disneyland or something like that here. It would have been nice.
Guess what? We do, but it's more like in a street form.
Okay, what now?
No, seriously. The My Street is kind of the Egyptian intake on bringing Disneyland to Egypt, as some might say.
Well, I'd love to hear more about that.
Well, other than the amazing displays, the colors covering the magnificent Islamic monuments, it just has its own and unique way of constantly keeping you entertained. The curvy street that keeps the excitement alive, because as you walk forward behind every curve, there's a building that marks an era within the Egyptian history, as well as the local cafes, there where you'd go to listen to live oud playing next to you while you sip on your tea. Just never gets old. I mean, it's the perfect entertainment place if you're looking for that old, simple, cozy Egyptian feel.
I mean, it's quite beautiful actually. It's like I've been there maybe like once or twice, and every time I get there, I actually get to learn more about the architecture. And I mean, whoa man, the atmosphere is just irreplaceable.
Well, of course, the architectural aspect of it is intriguing. It literally displays different areas in Egypt when different empires took over. That actually marks the palaces, mosques, and monuments of the Ayyubid, Mamluk, and the Ottoman rulers that controlled Egypt after the Fatimids.
Oh, nice. It's actually more of like a big museum.
I know, right? Well, moving on to something a little serious now. Joining me will be Hadi Saeed, an architect with a PhD in Islamic history. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you for inviting me.
What's your perspective regarding the My Street as an urbanist and architect?
Well, I think there are many lessons to learn from medieval towns in general and Al Mu'izz Street in particular, in the case of Cairo. In many ways, this physical urban fabric reflects the socio-cultural, economic, and political conditions of every historic period. And from a planning perspective, these areas were very dense and compact, and they were much more organized than we tend to think, and to a large extent, self-sufficient. Unlike, our current sprawling urbanism from the 20th century planning for cars, basically. Like, for example, Sharia Tisa'in today in New Cairo. So the street basically at this time was a central artery of religious, economic, political activity and power. It was called Al-Qasaba, that is a center, an artery. And it was not only for the movement of people and goods. It was a public space in which all kinds of community activities took place, and they were framed by the continuous facades of public and private buildings, which display the character of individuals and communities and institutions, and gave the city its personality.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So you can see the evolution of Cairo and some of its history in a street like Al Mu'izz, which is very rich and special. I think it's a great choice to start.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much for your input.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thank you.
Well, all that talk about my street is really making me want to go right now. Maya, will you join me?
Definitely. Hope you enjoyed it and don't forget to tune in next week with another interesting episode.
Bye!